Welcome back to consecutive day 797 of the Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Check the link in the comments below to find out more how you can support it, but do give it a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 797 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Interestingly, the 800th day is going to be on the morning of the day that we fly home. So, what a nice way to end the holiday by celebrating 800 days of consecutive daily running, averaging around about 8 kilometres per day, which is some going. And I have to confess that the last 15 of them would have been some of the hardest ones that I've done, which is the 15 runs that I would have done in the Canary Islands. And I think I'm starting to understand why people, like boxing camps for example, when people train for a boxing match, you often hear them go away to a hot climate and elevation as well, because obviously less oxygen means they're getting a form of resistance training when they're training at altitude, but also in the warmer climates as well, body's working harder to keep cool, so again it's like another form of resistance training. So this warm weather or hot weather training has been tough, I'm not going to lie. It's probably about 32 degrees at the moment, and yeah, really hot. And I'm out a bit earlier today because we've got a meal reservation booked for 7:30, so normally I'll be running about 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Today I'm running at, well, quarter to 6, which is a huge difference in the temperature. So, yeah, it's tough. But on to the next point I was going to make is, you know you've had a lot of sun when you're away on holiday and the locals are starting to treat you like a local because of the colour of your skin. So clearly I've tanned quite a lot since being over here. Maybe it's because I'm half Chinese as well, but I'm getting lots of the locals talking to me in Spanish all the time, thinking that I'm a local, which is nice, but quite embarrassing as well, as you start to realise when you're abroad, if you're from the UK, that how many different people will speak, how many different countries speak English, but yet as English we don't speak that many languages as a whole. So it's quite it's a little bit embarrassing actually, being English and not being able to speak any other languages. But anyway, next thing I want to talk about was, yesterday was an horrendous day. Sounds a bit extravagant and a bit elaborate based on I'm away on holiday, but it really was a horrible day. Not only was it a day where I had issues with work-related activity, in that there's more appeals and stuff I have to do for council tax liability, things like that, but worst of all, in the evening, the kids decided to leave the table whilst you're away, and it's quite a small resort we're on, so we've been a little bit relaxed, I suppose, with the kids, letting them have a little bit of freedom, stressing the importance of always coming back and that side of things. But for whatever reason, this day, one of the kids wanted to go and get his sunglasses. It's night, but he wanted to wear his sunglasses, so who was I to stop him? So I sent the older child back with the younger two to get their sunglasses and to come back to the dinner table, and lo and behold, they don't come back, and about 20 minutes passes and they still don't come back. And at this point, if you're away on holiday and you have young children, you know what it feels like to think that you've lost them, and 20 minutes is a long time. And yeah, it got to the stage where there was sheer panic from me and my wife, because just go past these people, because they're not the type of kids not to come back. And cut long story short, me and my wife are frantically trying to find them, and it turned out that it was something very innocent. They'd managed to get their screens, or find where we'd hidden their screens, and they were sending messages to one another, hiding behind the stage of the entertainment. But you hear all these horror stories about kids going missing, and obviously the Madeleine McCann case is so well documented, and you think to yourself, oh no, you expect the worst. And yeah, it's just dawned on us that you can get very comfortable very quickly in a foreign country, but responsibilities as a parent are still 100% there, and you just can't trust your kids, even though this wasn't completely out of form for them. They would always come back. In fact, this one time they didn't. Just made us feel how vulnerable they really could be. So moral to the story is, 5 minutes, just check where they are. That's the, don't leave things any longer than that, because it is just sure, it's the worst possible experience you can have. As in, you've lost your kids, you just feel so vulnerable, so lost, so empty, so scared, almost a state of panic and huge anxiety. But fortunately it all ended well. Now, straight to bed for the kids, as they had to realise the ramifications for their actions. But after a few lengthy conversations today, hopefully it's business as usual on holiday. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. As always, remember this is a fundraiser, so please do give us a subscribe and a share. The more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. And thanks for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.